Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Now we're working. Can you still hear me? DJ. Well, I lost you. I can see you, I just can't hear you. You're not muted.
Things that make you go,
There you are. I heard that.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I
Did
clicked
YouTube
on
hear that?
I clicked on the OBS desktop. I didn't actually push anything though. Really weird. It's Dionysus fucking with us.
Duo-nysus?
This is really good. I got a blackberry wine.
Did you make the wine?
No, I didn't make this one. I have made wine. I need to do it again.
Would you wear wig?
I don't need to wear wig.
Have you worn wig?
Yes.
You're not familiar with what I'm quoting, are you?
No.
It's one of the hobbits asking Elijah Wood a weird voice in an interview.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forget about that. There's some funny dudes.
Hobbits is...
Okay. I think I can move this back up here now. Having corrected all of the stream settings, Daxula moved his PC back to his desktop. All right. I don't have my. I have to look at my boobs for a second.
Oh. My face hurts. I had 2 teeth pulled Friday.
Ugh.
That was an unpleasant experience.
I bet. Misgrowth? What happened?
Cracked molars.
Nah.
Old.
I hear getting old sucks.
I'd recommend avoiding it. It does, however, beat the alternative.
I try. Wait, what is this? What is this? Running out of time? Upgrade to Zoom Workplace Pro.
Yeah, you only get a 40-minute Zoom call. But I could start one up after you're done.
Oh,
After
well,
your 40 minutes.
We got 9 minutes and 37 seconds.
9!
I did not know that.
I'm going to do drugs on your stream, sir.
That's okay. I'm drinking quite a lot of wine. My pint of wine.
I'm having an edible.
This is what I do on my Sunday rites. Did you ever decide whether you want me to make you an avatar like mine and Bastion's? Did you see Bastion's?
I don't know.
The pan?
Was that the one I said smooth? Suave.
No, that was his statue.
I didn't quite know what it was.
No, I made an avatar for him like I did my Dionysus avatar. And talked about doing for you.
I feel like I should be knowing where your Dionysus avatar is, and I'm not knowing where to see that right now.
It's my profile pic for YouTube.
That'll do the trick.
When I do these Sunday rides, this is my fourth? My church alternate.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I'm running out of backy, but I ordered more today.
What's backy?
Tobacco? Pipe tobacco.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Devil's cabbage. Oh.
Anyway, so typically,
Advil.
Do you know anything about the Eleusinian ceremonies?
Oh, man. Enlighten me.
So they were one of probably the most prominent Greek ceremonies. And it was to Demeter and Persephone and Dionysus. And they kept it really quiet. Like they didn't, first rule of the Eleusinian rites is you don't talk about the Eleusinian rites.
Why?
But some stuff is known. Like they know.
That's not much at all.
Like they know that. Damn it. The Eleusinian ceremonies is where they got the Eucharist. Did you know that?
No. This is my body?
Yep. So the bread was supposed to be the body of Demeter. And the wine, of course, is the blood of Dionysus. And so when I do these, yeah, it's cool. Gray resin. Damn this audio. What the hell?
Plain old school modeling clay. And fired in the ovens. I make you by hand.
Oh, I thought you printed it.
Oh, no. This is handmade. Hand modeled, whatever you call it.
Could there be a better compliment than I thought it was 3D printed?
Probably not. That's probably a very good compliment. Thank you. He's a little skinny for a shark, but it's okay.
Not for a hammerhead. They're kind of lithe.
They are goofy looking bastards. Up close. Lainey made one out of paper mache for her wall. While she was doing that, I made this clay. What's about the rites? Why do they keep them secret?
They kept them secret out of a matter of respect.
I don't understand that.
Well, so after a while, in Greece, so in Greece, religion and art were kind of intermingled. You know that, right?
That makes sense.
So in
I
Greece,
track.
things were it was quite a bit different. People didn't go around a church and oh,
Jesu Domine.
and it was still a sacrificial culture. The Greeks also collected different theologies, kind of like the Hindus did. So when the Greeks encountered other mythologies or other religions, they would incorporate them if they liked them. So Dionysus is actually one of the oldest Olympian gods, even though he is the one of the newest. He is the newest Olympian god. Point of fact.
Okay.
Because historically, Dionysus traces back to at least 1300 BCE.
That's old.
Yeah, and that's maybe not the oldest because the different cultures, almost every culture has a Dionysus mirror. So Dionysus and Osiris, same person or same god.
What? Osiris?
Yep. Dionysus and Shiva, pretty much the same god.
Those seem like step ups, I'm not going to lie.
What? Well, in their
Osiris and Shiva.
that's because the way things have gone for Dionysus. Osiris and Shiva are in cultures that still pay homage.
Value their drunkards.
They still pay homage to those pantheons, but the Romans started wiping out the Greco-Romantic gods.
They just renamed them, right?
That's why Pan became Satan.
I forgot what I was going to do.
So Pan represented the raw primal instinct of nature, and he was pretty famous. And so when they started porting everything over to Christianity, they turned Pan into Lucifer. Well, actually, they turned Pan and Lucifer into Satan. And they turned Dionysus into Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Now, the person Jesus probably existed. There's no proof that he did, but the impact suggests that he did.
How are you keeping the zoom controls from showing at the bottom of my video output?
I made you full screen.
So you don't even see your OBS right now?
I've got two screens.
Ah, clever monkey.
I don't have a tail, though, so I'm an ape.
With a 2-centimeter penis. I don't even know. I don't think I can do that. I only have one monitor. It's gigantoid, but it's only one.
Yeah, doing the window captures on single monitor suck.
Oh, yeah, I guess it kind of made a difference. That's weird, though.
I tell you something that you'd probably like. So, where'd you go? Oh, hang on, guys. We got to get him back. Working on getting him back right now. Almost there. And the AC is a little louder now because I moved a little bit. Okay.
Say something.
Something.
Yep.
All right, we are back from outer space.
With that same sad look upon our face.
You should have changed that fucking lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 minute, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go.
Cake read that song, right?
Hmm?
Didn't Cake redo
Yeah,
that?
it was on Fashion Nugget actually, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Their album Fashion Nugget.
Oh, yeah, no, not that into Cake.
I'm pretty sure it was on Fashion Nugget.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
I like Cake. Yeah. So the thing about these rites is I have to fast, which makes things
What?
it makes things work quicker.
What rights? Are you fasting
The Eleusinian rites, what we've
every Sunday?
yeah.
You're gonna fast?
No, just one meal. I can't go a whole with my metabolism. I can't go a whole day fasting. I get depressed enough without that shit. But I do fast for a meal, which makes the pint of wine take effect a bit stronger. Um, oh yeah, before I got kicked out of my own meeting. So something you'll probably like about Dionysus. Bastion was a big fan of this. What is this? Go away. So there's multiple stories. of Dionysus' origins, probably because he was an imported god into the Greek pantheon. Um, and don't let me forget to tell you about him being the god of gods. But so one of the stories of Dionysus, the oldest one, uh, it, it's Zagreus, another name for Dionysus. And at the time, the etymology for Zeus and Hades was very similar. It was basically Zeus and Dark Zeus. And so the original, or that story of Dionysus, the Zagreus story, um, it indicates that Dionysus' mom, Persephone, uh, gave birth to Dionysus, and then Dionysus was killed by the Titans, who tore him apart and ate him. But Zeus found out, got pissed, and that's when he killed the Titans. So Zeus wiped the Titans out, and then Dionysus' heart was still uh, Dionysus' heart was still there. So he swallowed Dionysus' heart, and then he uh, impregnated Dionysus' mom, Semele, and she gave birth. Or no, she didn't. She didn't give birth. She got killed. That's right, because she got tricked by Hera into Zeus showing her his full form, and so she got disintegrated. But I think Athena helped rescue Dionysus and sewed him back in. They sewed him into Zeus's leg, into his thigh.
His sack.
No, no, the thigh back then. It's all
Back from whence you came.
It's all metaphorical. The thigh back then, and even in the Old Testament, the thigh was supposed to symbolize closeness and community and wisdom. So it's all just, again, it's art. Religion and art were synonymous back then. So basically, so he puts Dionysus in his thigh, and then Zeus brings him to term. So a way of looking at it, etymologically speaking, Dionysus could be the son of both Hades and Zeus. Ain't that too nutty?
Is that two dudes?
Yeah, Hades and Zeus are two dudes. The god of the Olympians and the god of the underworld. You know who Zeus and Hades are.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Just two dudes.
Mm-hmm. So and it's kind of undecided because the Greek stories are so sporadic. But so if you look at it etymologically, Dionysus could be the son of both Hades and Zeus. Now, Semele, Dionysus' mom, her name means virgin. Semele means virgin.
Mary.
And people would go to Dionysus to change water to wine. It happened more than once. Dionysus also, you remember the stories we hear about Jesus going to hell and freeing his wife, the church, from Satan?
Sure.
Well, yeah. Dionysus went to the underworld and brought his wife's soul back.
Stand up, dude.
Dionysus was also killed and came back from the dead. Now, Zeus, in standard Greek mythology, Zeus was always, he kept saying multiple times that Dionysus is the god of gods, and he's the future of the gods. He's God on earth. And then he said that Dionysus is, he didn't say prophesied, destined. Zeus said Dionysus is destined to be the greatest of us and to rule Olympus. So a lot of that was poured into the Jesus personae.
Persephone.
Yep. Persephone is Hades' wife. So the Eleusinian rites were paying respects to Demeter, Persephone, her daughter, and Dionysus. Dionysus and Demeter are the two most pronounced nature gods. Between the two of them, they covered the 4 seasons. Dionysus was god of the trees. Demeter is goddess of harvests.
I feel like Alphonse Mucus should have done it. Whatever the quadruple of a cryptic is of them.
The quadruple of the cryptic?
Whatever a quad version of the triptych is.
Well, it was a trilogy, so that's the whole point actually. So, um, and I don't really agree with Nietzsche. Did you ever read Nietzsche?
Not the whole thing.
Like not a whole book or not his whole library?
Not a whole book. I couldn't get into it.
I never liked that he was just so anti-religion, very anti-religion, when he was actually kind of religious. But,
Spiritual.
well, I mean, by the end of his life, he was a very firm Dionysian. Um, and he had multiple, well, not multiple books. He had like a book and a half and some conversations about the duality of Dionysus and his brother Apollo. I'm sure you've heard of that, right?
Maybe. It'd stick with me.
And then he was a big fan of Dionysus's duality himself. He said that Dionysus symbolized the duality of life, but I think that Dionysus actually is not uh, the personification of duality. I think Pan is the personification of duality as far as Greek gods go. I think Dionysus is a triad. Um, but the Eleusinian rites were around those three: Demeter, Persephone, Dionysus.
And didn't you want to keep it secret? Because otherwise people would worship your gods.
Me personally?
No, they. You said they were secret rites.
Well, they were keeping it secret because again, they were keeping it secret towards at the end of everything, because the Eleusinian rites were evolving. They had to evolve to get to what they were, and at the time that they were what they were, uh, the powers that be were already cracking down on what they deemed not good for society. So eventually, I'm sure you know this, Constantine outlawed religions that weren't Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that? That was
That was Constantine being a
200.
little bitch.
That was 200 AD, right? Somewhere around 280s, somewhere
That
in
late?
there. But the libraries of Alexandria, I mean that wasn't a mistake that they burned. Um, they just people who wanted power understood that they needed a religion that cracked down on nature gods, because Dionysus' whole thing was freedom. He was the original heavy metal rock star. He was the "we're not going to take it." Um, and the like what's his Pentheus. So his cousin Pentheus, King Pentheus, one of his most famous stories, um, locked him up because he was a threat to society, because of his followers were so, they deemed him chaotic because they were so free. And so Pentheus, being and this is going to sound prominent for the times, Pentheus had this idea that women should stay home, be submissive, and have babies and raise them. That's what they were meant for. But Dionysus, the women tended to follow, and they would leave the city and they'd go party in nature and follow Dionysus. And
Do
so,
some shrooms.
No, that wasn't his thing, but that was Demeter's thing. So one of the things that they did in the Eleusinian rites is they did shrooms, supposedly. So they did psychedelic mushrooms mixed in. Do you know what kykeon is? Have you heard of kykeon?
No, but it sounds crazy.
They talked about it. Did you ever read Homer, the Odyssey?
Not very much of it.
No. So they talk about it in the Odyssey, and it was a drink. Uh, it kind of reminds me of Egyptian bread or Egyptian beer because it was made with like bread beer, um, and was it hops? I
Definitely
want to
does
say
sound like beer.
I want to say hops because she was the goddess of hops, and then also a psychedelic mushroom. So when they would have the Eleusinian rites, they would drink the wine, they would eat the bread, they would
Get
have
high
the
as fuck.
kykeon, and they'd start experiencing some crazy shit. There is some people believe that there was a phallus symbol involved also because Dionysus was one of the fertility gods as well. But a lot of it is just lost to time.
Some of the shrooms look like little penises too.
What's that?
Some of the psychedelic shrooms look like penises.
That's very true. Very true. It could have also been a bong.
Coincidence? I think not.
Some of them bongs look like penises.
Were they doing water pipes back in the day?
Oh, your picture got bigger. Let me fix you.
No, I just
No,
fell back.
nothing you did. I didn't notice it till you went out of screen a little bit. More than likely, it was me. Ay, muchos beers.
Can't say that.
And this stream was actually supposed to be about the story of Dionysus anyway, so that worked out. Thank you.
Oh, happy to be ignorant at your behalf anytime you need it.
Likewise, obviously.
Obviously, you are not a golfer.
I heard that he's making a sequel to that. Wait, no.
No,
No, no, you quoted uh, Lebowski.
the basket. Yeah. What
I
did you think?
immediately thought Happy Gilmore.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I hear he's making a. I hear that Sandler's making a sequel to Happy Gilmore.
I guess he'd do that desperate. I don't know. It could be funny,
It's been a while since he's done something, so
but it's been a while since he had a hit with that stupid brand of humor too.
Happy Madison films.
Yeah,
Yeah, the last one was really
that's super
bad.
juvenile.
The last one was really bad, but Ridiculous Six I thought was great. Did you see it?
I'm not familiar with this.
I think it was his first Netflix only, Ridiculous Six, and I fucking loved it. It's his western.
No, I had no idea it was Western.
Yeah, I thought it was great. And then his that serious film he did got some awards.
Something about a bar mitzvah.
No, the serious film he
I
played where he plays a con man. Forgot the name of it. It's like 6 years old.
all these things have happened, and I have not taken notice. I own every streaming service. I stream nothing.
Well, you're so busy.
No, not entirely.
So
I have time. I just don't spend it doing that stuff. I masturbate a lot.
I'm out there abiding, taking it easy for all y'all. Oh, you can make a Lebowski quote, but I can't.
Yeah, I just didn't have good follow up. Want to be more like the dude.
He was on the White Dudes for Kamala call. You should have joined.
Yeah, I saw that after the fact.
It was a pretty good call.
Man, I tell you, he's not ready for the VP slot, but he will be one day. That Pete Buttigieg, he can talk.
Pete Buttigieg is one of my favorite people. Let me tell you. The only reason he wasn't ready for the VP slot is because they made a tactical decision. I don't think the people they were trying to reach were ready for Pete Buttigieg as the VP. Pete is more than ready.
I think he needs another senior position.
Well,
through the Harris
she
presidency, and then he'll be ready to take over from there.
Some people are saying she's going to make him Secretary of State.
Yeah, that would be nice. Well, yeah, sure, why not? It's diplomacy, and man, that's the kind of tone and outlook that I'd want representing us.
And simple brilliance. Isn't he like the most simple, brilliant person you've ever seen? He's so fucking awesome.
I like that phrase, but I haven't seen anything that struck me as brilliant as much as it is just really well articulated.
Well, not just that. So
very.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just really well articulated and very what I would think would be common ground that we could find, but obviously it's not.
He did a bunch of interviews this week off the record, or at least off of the party or campaign, off the campaign. He spoke as not part of the Biden or Harris Walz campaign a bunch this week. You should look them up. If you want, when we do these things, we can watch them together. I'm fine.
Yeah, that way you can show them to your audience.
I'm fine with that also.
Isn't that kind of what your newsy or political one is about?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in my own grain because my problem is, I'm sure this is going to be a shocker to you of all people, I tend to get long-winded. So I try to do a 15-minute video and it ends up being 40 minutes.
Yeah, that won't do.
Well, not in the too long didn't read age, that's for sure. Most people have a hard time reading anything that's more than a meme, especially if they're voting Trump.
Man, watch some of the Trumpers get asked just some basic ass questions and just so disheartening.
I do it every day. Tell me about it. They have a very specific pattern, though. And it just about never fails. I'm going to say 95% of the time, this pattern is their pattern. Try talking to a Trumpite, and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to make a false claim. And it's typically going to be Fox News based. And so you question them on it, and you tell them, no, that's not true. And then their next recourse is they say, no, this is the facts. And then when you tell them, well, I actually have the facts, and you show them actual proof, their next recourse is that, oh, I'm sorry, you mentioned that you have real facts. Then they go, no, you have fake facts. And so you then show them the facts. And then the next recourse is to name call and laugh at you.
Yep.
And that is the 4-step Trumpite response. I'm telling you, 98% of the time, 95 to 98% of the time, that's what you get. State of falsehood, claim that there's no facts that disprove it.
I feel like that's got to be just like for the most ignorant subset of his supporter base, though. They can't all be that way.
I don't think they're all that way. So I think that most things And this ties back into what I said about Dionysus. My entire life, I've always felt that most things break down into threes. And when you're talking to Trumpites, I think that there's three types of them. There's one subset, and this is the one that we can reach there, and it's not many of them, but there is a subset that they're just ignorant, but they would be willing to accept fact. I do believe that there are good people ready to vote on him purely because of ignorance. That's it. Then you have the zealous. The zealous types will vote on him, regardless of facts,
They're the ones that'll
because
vote for him if he shoots somebody on Fifth Street.
because of blind belief. They're in the
Belief in
cults.
what?
Well, a lot
The
of
religious shit?
a lot of them, yeah. A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cult is technically religion, so I mean, just viewing him as a cult leader, even unconsciously or subconsciously, that's kind of a religion. So the zealous types will vote for him despite fact, despite it, purely because of blind devotion. Whether it's blind devotion because they see him as an agent of their neo-Christian, I can't even say Christian. They don't act like Christians. We'll call them Yahwists. So well, I'm right. That's why they.
Yeah, no. That's fun. Yeah, some of the, I'm not going to say who, but some of the well-heeled folks out in Texas that support them, their church, they use Yahweh instead of God.
And I mean, Yahweh was a borrowed God, and they made it into the the typical Christian God. But that's why most Christians that are following Trump, they don't quote the New Testament anymore. They quote the Old Testament. You start throwing the stuff that Jesus threw around at them, and they're like, no, no, no. And they start throwing Old Testament back at you because they don't really act like Christians. Christians are followers of the tenets of the Christ, and the Christ preached, you know what Jesus taught? Love thy neighbor as thyself. The kingdom of God is here. That's the shit that Jesus taught. So um, whether they're believers that Trump is a prophet slash messenger slash fighter,
Antichrist.
well, that's something different. Slash fighter for Yahweh, or whether they see Trump as this divine figure himself, the second subset is going to follow him no matter what. And that's most of what you and I will deal with because, like you said, we're in the fucking Bible Belt. Somebody that we went to school with said that they were sad because of my outlook the other day.
Curtis?
Huh?
Was that Curtis?
No.
Did you see my comment to him in one of your posts?
I did not.
I forgot what I said already.
No, it was. I'm trying to stay away from names on here. It's probably not the right thing to do. But
oh, my bad.
No. I'm talking.
I meant Murtis.
That was for me. You do what you want. I almost.
No, I'm on your stream, homie.
I almost said a name. But the third subset, they're going to vote for Trump because they want to tear shit up.
What does that mean?
Plain and simple. They want to tear the system down. They want to buck.
They're anti-government?
I mean, I don't think that they're necessarily. I mean,
or they're anti-woke. You're talking about like.
No, I don't. I mean, some of them, but I think anarchist is probably a good terminology for it. I've been trying to stay away from it, but since anarchy is technically a political term, it might be the best term for this. So the third subset, they're basically anarchists. They like Trump. No, I'm serious. The fuck your feelings crew. This is definitely.
I think that's anti-woke. I don't think that's like anti-government so much. I mean, they are historically they're more anti-government, but they're fine when government is in alignment with their religion. They're fine with that kind of government.
Well, they're assigning whichever group is assigning woke how they see fit. But I have talked to many people that are voting for Trump simply because he bucks the system, simply because he brings a factor of chaos. He's not afraid to say shit and piss people off, and they like that it's riling people up. They like that it's screwing up the government. They like it. And they're the ones peddling this. It's an actual movement. The fuck your feelings movement. It's an actual movement.
Yeah, I feel that's very definitely anti-woke.
The
Like woke is feelings, and
the Nazis are coming out of the woodworks nowadays. Did you see all the shit that happened in Tennessee?
no.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Fucking Nazis? Really?
Yes.
What in the hell was
Prominently
it about
displayed.
that?
Prominently displayed, starting shits in the streets and in churches and in city council meetings. U.S. Nazis.
Oh my god.
Now, I don't know if you saw Biden's interview yesterday, Friday.
Nope. I've seen nothing.
So Biden had an interview, and it was amazing. You should also watch, and we can do this if you want. If you want, we can pull them up tomorrow night. We can watch them together. So Biden did an interview, and JD Vance did 2 interviews. And one of these interviews was not like the others. In Biden's interview, he was talking about the neo Nazis and the white supremacists, and he mentioned that when Trump was the president, he said all these prejudices they were wearing a mask, but once they had a common ally or a what was the word he used? Uh, an accomplice. Once they had an accomplice in the Oval Office, they ripped their masks off, which is exactly what I said. When I was working at the hospital, I was saying it feels like everybody's mask got ripped off, and I thought it was COVID, but now I know it wasn't COVID.
It was hatred.
Yeah, people with all these prejudices, they had, like he said, they had an accomplice in the White House. These people see Trump as the person to rip their masks off. They can finally be who they want to be. That's why when Trump gets up there and says racist shit like he said last week, they don't care.
Has no impact.
It doesn't have any impact because it's something that they're feeling. They may not have said it yet, but I tell you this, if you talk to them long enough, it comes out. I was talking to this one guy and he says you can't afford to think that our country is racist. I'm like, it is a racist country. I mean, as a
I
white
mean,
guy,
can't afford.
as a white guy, you don't see that, and that's why it's a thing. That's why it's called privilege. That's exactly what it is. He's like, you can't afford to think that way. He's like, it's not a racist country. You want to see racist? Look at the Asians. Actual conversation.
Okay.
Actual conversation.
It's a red herring.
These people talk long enough, they let you know who they are, just like Trump does. Now what blows my mind is you've got all of these. The falsehoods aren't necessarily the issue alone. What blows my mind is they contradict themselves all the damn time. And this is why I said you need to watch the JD Vance interviews, because both of the JD Vance interviews, they caught him in his own lie multiple times in the interview.
Oh, yuck.
It was awesome. And
That's awkward.
yeah, right. But he just kept going with it, and he kept changing the tactic and started blaming Kamala for random shit. And they're like, "That's not even what we're talking about. You're talking about this, and I asked you about something completely different." He's like, "Well, you should be asking about that." They're like, "We're the interviewer." One of them actually said that.
That's a page right out of Trump's book.
Exactly. That's all of them. It's the people who vote for him too. I'm telling you.
Alternate facts.
Exact alternate reality. It is not only the damn it, the boson effect.
Gene.
What's it called?
I don't know. You have ChatGPT up on the ready to ask questions like this.
No, I should just know it, but I've got
What is the question? What's the boson effect?
I've got 2/3 of a pint of wine in me, and no food.
What is the boson effect?
Not Higgs boson. I'm sorry, I'm mixing two things. Dunning Kruger. the Dunning-Kruger effect. So the the Trumpites suffer from both Dunning-Kruger and cognitive dissonance. Dunning-Kruger is the one that Dunning-Kruger is the one that says you know so little that you don't know what you don't know.
Oh yeah.
And
What's the Dunning-Kruger effect?
I just told you.
I'm asking ChatGPT.
Oh. And then
Yeah.
cognitive dissonance is you refuse, like your brain actually refuses to process anything that damages the reality that you have set up for yourself. Now, neo-Christianity. I'm gonna go off the typical Dax script. The typical Dax script is I've been a fan of Christianity because of the moral set, and because I know that religion started as a mixture of art and religion, but a lot of neo-Christians, and again, they're not really Christians, they're really Yahwists. Um, the original point of this. Oh yeah, so the reason they're adhering so strongly to this cognitive dissonance is you and I especially, we've known people for 40 plus years. Their entire lives are built around a book full of fairy tales. To the point that we're at, and this is why I keep saying that this particular election is not just political, because it's not. This particular election it's existential. It is. What are you doing there? You making a
I
name?
was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna show my beads off. I was waiting for you to get a pausing point though, and I'm just playing with my camera to see how I can
That's pretty cool.
adjust the camera to.
Oh, you can see my camera right there.
Huh?
Can you see my camera where I'm pointing?
Where is my screen?
So the camera that I was telling you about is right there.
That's what I see.
And
The one right behind your shoulder.
yeah, it's right there. So
What's it doing?
I attached it to, I've got a swivel arm magnifying glass, and I attached the camera to it. So it is not only my light and magnifying glass, but it's got a swivel arm for it. So I can actually move my camera around when I'm doing stuff on the over there. So,
Will it reach your current workspace?
I mean,
The swivel arm?
it's got a mount. I could unmount it and mount it over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have two workplaces. That's
I got you.
actually that's what I did today. Today was pretty. I was pretty busy today. I woke up at 5:30, I think, and got to work tearing my couch out. My couch was actually bolted on, and whoever put it in stripped most of the screws. It looks. I'm sorry. It looks good. I think it's cool.
No, yeah. Just
I thought about doing beads too. You just made me think of my camera.
yeah.
Ooh, I like that one a lot. It's very Egyptian.
I made that pattern. Like I did not look at anything online. I made that. It's only been looped 3 times. Man, I can't really get a good view on it.
No, I can see it. It's pretty good.
Blurry.
It reminds me of Egyptian jewelry. I like it.
Yeah. And like every other hobby that I get into, I've purchased way too many beads. And that is the extent of what I've made with them so far.
Yep. When I do my painting, I'll be doing my painting streams over there. When I do my Procreate streams, I'll probably do them here. So this morning I ripped that couch out, which took like 2 hours. It was horrible. And then I set up this workspace. I'm going to get a reading chair to put in here, and then I think another bookshelf, and then my old office I'm going to turn into a pantry and maybe another bookshelf. So like all my teas my hand harvested and dried teas are in there. My tinctures are in there. Uh, all the jars and shit are in there. So I'll probably get some shelves put in there for a pantry as well as a library. So I'll have 3 libraries, not counting the ammo chest full of books. Two places that I can stream, not counting the video game. Oh, next month Space Marine 2 comes out.
What is that?
Did you ever play Space Marine 1? Xbox 360?
No. Nope.
So Warhammer 40K universe. We can do a stream to watch that too. So let me know when you want. We'll do a political stream and we'll watch either the Biden interview or the Vance interviews. Um, I have put together a stream that I want to do on Mike Johnson. Do you know who that is?
The
Speaker of the
speaker?
House.
Yep.
So
Little slime bag.
when I do my separation of church and state video, it's going to be with him or about him also. So you can partake in any of that. If you want to do a video game stream, I'll show you some Space Marine 2 shit because that game looks amazing. People are already saying that it's going to get Game of the Year.
Is Helldiver still a big thing?
It looks like it is. A couple of the people that I'm friends with, they're still streaming it and hopping on every day, so it seems like it's doing pretty good. Another one just came out that kind of took over, though. Second Division or something like that. When I still play Suicide Squad because I fucking love it. But next month, Bastion, Anthony, all of us, we're going to be playing Space Marine 2. So if you want to look into that, do so. If you want to look into it together on a stream, I'll pick my favorite. Let me know beforehand,
Okay.
and I'll pick my
What kind of
favorite.
game is it? I should look up a trailer or something.
It's a third-person shooter. So the
like
first,
Gears of War?
no cover. It's not. That's probably going to be the end of our conversation. Let me see if I can start my own again. Look like I can. Looks like I can. Whoa. I got the mirror effect going. Look at that shit. I think we got it. Invite sent. Damn, some of y'all are pretty faithful, but you're not talking. You should be able to chat even if you're not subscribed anymore. There he is, with the Aurora Borealis, no less.
Here I am. You got chatters? You got people in your chat room?
No, we've got people been watching us for like the whole stream that aren't talking, though. I told them they should. Oh.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Eh. Hate requires a lot of effort.
Why bring that bad energy into your life?
Right? Let's see. Third person shooter. Okay, so the first Space Marine was actually really fucking good. Really good. The story was good, and they also had a multiplayer. And the multiplayer was Loyalist Space Marines versus Chaos Space Marines. And you never knew which you were going to get, so you had to have both preset. So you put Chaos Marines together, or not together, create them. Excuse me, bad terminology. So you create Chaos Marines, you create Space Marine Loyalists, and then when you get thrown into a match, you have stuff to choose from. And it's a class-based game. They've got snipers, heavies, vanguards, assaults, tacticals. It looks so good. And they also have a PvE. So they've got single player, PvE, and PvP. So if you
Like God.
exactly, yeah. So corn skins are available out the box.
I kind of for a minute forgot that there were other types of chaos.
Dude, the Night Lord skin, that's probably what I'm going to go for Chaos. The Night Lord skin looks pimp. So if you grab that, you and Bastion and I can play through the co-op together. And when I do the nobody news stuff, I guess I'll probably start doing like a weekly one of those. Scripted, kind of.
Was it like a daily source segment?
I guess it's probably going to be close to John Oliver if I do a weekly.
Only like 3 hours long?
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think people I don't think
Well,
anybody's going
yes,
to
I know
watch.
that.
No one's going to watch a 3 hour video of me until I've got like a community.
What is this?
Maybe an art stream. Somebody might watch the 3 hour art stream. Some of my Twitch people watch the 2 hour, 3 hour art streams. But cover like movies, video games, news. Have you heard about what's going on with the Ukraine war?
Yes, that is badass too.
Yep. And to think the Orange Idol is ready to sell them out in a heartbeat. Do you? So you probably know there's not really many mainstream media that you can trust. But if you go onto YouTube, some of the independents are really, really good. Anna from the Ukraine, she's amazing. She's not bad to look at either. So,
Methinks she might be biased.
well, yeah, but she still reports the news from the Ukraine. So you're still getting the news. Now she'll say that she's happy that this shit is going on, or she's not happy that this shit is going on, but she's literally there on the front line reporting this shit. She's really, really cool.
She didn't go into Russia, did she?
No. There's some really good professional independent journalists for political news too, like Luke Beasley and Adam Mockler. They're around the same age as my boys. They're giving me hope for the next generation, man. Especially Luke. So Adam is they're like different sides of the same coin. Adam is like punk and Luke is professional. But they're both really, really good. And then Brian Tyler Cohen, you'd love. He's really cool. And he teams up with Glenn Kirshner a lot. Glenn Kirshner is a fucking genius. I love that guy. And I have fallen in love with, and a lot of people have, Alan Lichtman. Have you heard of him?
It sounds familiar, but it may just be from some lick my balls jokes.
Well,
I don't know.
so he's a historian and a social science um, expert, and he put together these keys for prophesying the outlook or the outcome of an election. And he has been right for all but one election for the past 40 years. And the one that he was wrong about had extenuating circumstances that he will talk to better than I can. But
it's Alan Lichtman.
Yeah, he is amazing.
Not Brian.
Right, Alan Lichtman, Brian Tyler.
Alan Lichtman.
Yeah, Alan Lichtman, Brian Tyler Cohen, two different people. He's really cool. His son does all of his streaming stuff for him. Um, yeah, he's a cool guy. He's super, super smart. Super smart. Ugh.
You see my keyboard? Dun, dun, dun. Where'd it go?
Whoa. That's cray cray.
Where is it? There we go. It does things.
Boop, 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 boop. Get it?
Nope. What was that reference to?
Really? Close
Maybe you're
Encounters
just off tune, dude.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Mashed Potato Mountain?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I like that one. It's a wave of rainbows.
I think I got so I did the lyrics for my theme song earlier.
Too bright. Trying to get the color of the actual keys.
The rainbow?
No. That's the lights underneath. I'm trying to just show it's like a dusky rose fade.
Oh,
there's
weird.
no lights on it.
Yeah, I thought that was just the lighting.
And then there's no, letters on the top.
What?
They're on the sides.
What? That's too much for my weak brain.
Yeah, that's cool. I might have to give it up though because it's not comfortable.
It's super smart, just not comfortable.
Well, it's hella cool and it sounds neat. You know, let me see. Can you hear it?
No.
It's got you. Wow. I guess the microphone is really good at the noise canceling shit. I need a
You're
boom
asking
mic.
if I can hear your keyboard. What does it do?
Yeah, it just makes the key presses.
Oh. No, I couldn't hear it.
Oh wow. I had mic right up to it. It's doing some human detection shit.
Yeah, I got the lyrics written for my theme, I think.
You gonna email them to me?
I can. I think I can just. Here we go. Yeah, I can do
What
that.
is it? Is it like Welsh rap or what is it? What'd you go with?
No, it's I don't know what to compare it to. It's just like a stupid TV jingle, like something you'd hear on Comedy Central, maybe. Central, maybe.
There you go.
Dude got his pint of wine. Dude got his pencil. Dude puff on his back pipe, for he finds such things preferential. He ain't smart, but he makes art. Gonna cuss a lot. Gonna cook a lot. Bang your girl, seek the truth, and unceremoniously simplify shit. It's
You did not
nobody.
say bang a girl.
Bang your girl. Point of fact.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nobody news with Daxula. Yeah.
Chip tunes. That's what I'm hearing.
Could probably fit into 20, 25 seconds jingle.
Have you emailed them to me?
No,
You haven't even typed them out, have you?
I messaged it to you.
Oh, okay, good. That works too.
I sent it in the form of a note. Not musical.
So many steps.
But that also means I'm gonna need to. So I'm gonna need to do some lettering for the nobody news.
Oh, dude, you got to put yourself behind the Spider-Man desk.
Hmm?
There's the meme where Spider-Man's like, everybody's out here dying. I'm just sitting here masturbating. He's sitting behind a big wooden desk.
No clue what you're talking about.
Man, hold on, I gotta find it.
I'm not very
That's.
hip or with it.
Oh, this is not. This is probably niche meme. Spider-Man. Spider-Man masturbating meme.
I mean, I can technically put myself behind anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Did you see my? I don't know if you saw it, but check this action out.
Yep, that's cool.
So when I do the political stuff, I'll use the Eleusinian party uh, logo and shit, so that people who watch me for other stuff don't have to worry about politics if they don't want to. I haven't got a cool nickname for gaming or anything. If I do stuff specific like that, I guess I could just use the studio, Toasted Phoenix. David is requesting to allow multiple presenters to share.
This is the Spider-Man meme. What? This is the picture for it anyway.
I'm familiar with that picture. I haven't seen the masturbating at the desk thing.
Yeah, I gotta find that. Masturbating Spider-Man, know your meme. Whoa. Why'd I do that? That was foul.
The general public got to see all that ass. I still haven't seen Deadpool.
Me either. So many spoilers, though.
Not me. I stay away.
I'm torn on Channing Tatum.
You're torn on him playing Remy, or the fact that he's a cameo?
Or his performance of him.
I haven't seen anything, so I got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. He went hard, I would say. With the Cajun shit. Or Creole. Is it Creole?
Yeah, he's French Creole, which is Cajun.
More. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a song.
Well, I still need to get you the. I just sent you the lyrics themselves. I need to record it. I tried to do it earlier, but the sound was shit, so I'm going to do it again in the morning.
I have AI sing it for you.
No.
I'm just throwing one out there, dude. I'm not saying you go with it.
I forgot the name of the studio that I downloaded. I just suck at it.
What is this? What genre is this speaking to us in?
My lyrics?
Yeah,
Jingle.
Getting Dukes of Hazzard theme song.
That would be country. I was thinking more like Primus. To me, it's more of a Primus tune. Or Space Rock. Modest Mouse, like Space Rock.
One of those songs I tried to make whenever we were talking about it initially. I tried to tell it not to do lyrics, but to do laughter. And then after a minute, do more laughter. But instead, it read those as the lyrics, the only lyrics to the song. It was pretty funny.
The Pixies, that'd be a good one too.
Where's my mind?
Well, I'm thinking of Space Rock bands. Primus, the Pixies, Modest Mouse.
Yellow. Too many errors when typing in this thing, too. Cook a lot. Bang your girl. Interesting choice.
Well, I mean, I'd be lying to say that these lyrics were anything other than soliloquy.
Sounds like you need a hype man. A Chaucer, if you will.
Soliloquy was kind of the point, too. I mean, I wanted it to be like that.
I like Nemo news.
What's that?
I liked my idea, Nemo news. What can you do? We are creating. Let's see what it comes up with.
You never answered me earlier. Do you want an avatar or no?
I will accept your avatar
Is
and
this
thank you for it.
is this if the statue's good, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But if you want an
I like it
avatar,
all. I like it.
do you want? I mean, uh, this is pretty much Hephaestus. When I did your statue, I did Hephaestus because you were kind of undecided.
Uh huh.
Do you want the avatar to look like that?
It's pretty cool. What are the other vibes?
Okay.
What are the other options? Dieter?
Other options are 100% up to you. I mean, Demeter is technically a chick, but
I would make an ugly chick. I don't like that.
I mean, there's Hades.
He's cool. He's just not like a party dude.
No, in Greek mythology, Hades is depressing as fuck. He is Mr. Emo.
Plus, I can't get over that he's voiced by James Wood, who's a giant asshole.
He is a giant asshole. I did like his Hades though.
It was magnificent Hades. I want to like it, but I can't get behind that. It's like listening to Chris Brown songs. Nope, can't do it.
You should also follow Ron Perlman lately.
Oh yeah, dude.
He is
I caught some of
so
him.
good. Oh my god, what's his? I forgot what his podcast is called. Pearl. I forgot
Pearls
what
of
it's called.
Wisdom, probably.
No, no, he
That's what I
didn't
would
go with
do.
that. It was probably taken. Shit, I forgot. It's a pun. But yeah, he's such a smart guy. He plays these dumb characters, but he's such a smart dude. And his daughter is fucking awesome. So, did you ever see Pacific Rim?
Yes.
So, Pacific Rim is one of my favorite films. The song at the end, the credits song in Pacific Rim, that's his daughter and RZA.
That's a neat combo.
You know, RZA's like that's my main man crush is RZA.
Is that a
That's
flagon?
that's who needs to endorse Kamala. What's up?
I can't believe you hadn't already. Is that a flagon?
Well,
Your drink receptacle.
the thing with artists is they try to stay away from politics. Not everybody's Taylor Swift. Not
She
everybody
mostly
is.
stayed away until.
Oh, she's working on something, dude. So she set up concerts in all the major cities and all the swing states, and
Oh,
she set up voter registration at each concert.
that's brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
And then she did this incognito post the other day with a picture of Kamala in it. And so I'm not a Swiftie.
Oh,
I'm
we've been
not,
Swifties over here.
huh?
We've been Swifties at my house.
I'm
You have
not
no idea
dis.
how much Taylor Swift I've listened
No,
to.
I'm not dissing her by saying that. I'm saying that I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm saying I don't know anything. I have no frame of reference. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
yeah.
alluding to. The songs I've heard from her I'm not going to say they're bad. But the thing is, the Swifties will be able to break the code in the picture down. I can't, but there's apparently a code in the picture. So show your girls.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, she does lots of those kind of things.
So she put
My
this
girls don't care that much about that stuff. My wife might try and decode it, but
she put this picture up with Kamala in it, and there's a code to it that I don't know. But yeah, she's definitely trying to influence the campaign.
awesome.
Beyonce is supposedly going to show up to help Kamala, like Megan Thee Stallion did.
Dude, she might have the largest, most influential group of entertainers ever to lobby for somebody, you know?
I thought you were talking about Megan Thee Stallion still.
No,
You
no,
said she
no.
might have the largest. I'm like, yeah, and it's nice.
I did not. I had no idea she was that gorgeous.
She is. She is, and
Like I
she's
hadn't. I don't know how I got away with not seeing her
yeah, she's
all the
cool.
way through the WAP fever.
She puts on a show too, man. She,
Yeah,
she puts on a show. She needs. I tell you what, Taraji B Henson needs to hook up with Kamala. Taraji B Henson is the one that pulled Project 2025 out into the open.
she needs to visit with her co-star from that show and tell him to stop pretending he knows anything. Terrence Howard.
So the thing about Terrence Howard, and this is probably a good place to end this stream because I'm out of wine. So we'll almost end on this note. So the thing about Terrence Howard, some of the stuff he was saying, I think he's coming from the right attitude. I've always had a problem with Euclid myself. You probably have too, because Euclid's issue, or the issue with Euclid is it doesn't really feel three dimensional to me, and I think that's why a lot of modern physicists get stuck in this whole two dimensional fucking bullshit. Like a lot of them say that the universe is two dimensional, really, and I think that's because we have gotten used to working our science around the tools instead of the science itself. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like humans have started treating everything like Windows. So modern programmers, they don't they don't see prompt for the most part. They don't, and I know there are some that do, but most modern programmers, they don't see prompt program. They Windows program or they Java program, etc. Um, we're so specialized. We're becoming really smart with the tools, but because of that, we're missing out on the actual logic. We're like one step removed from being smart, if that makes any sense. And I think Terrence Howard realizes that. So what he's getting at is we shouldn't trust everything that we see, even from experts, because experts are really experts at the tools. Not all of them, but most experts are just experts at the tools and not the actual knowledge and logic. I think from that aspect, he is correct. Um, Obviously, he hasn't done all of the research, and that's probably because he is so spread out. Um, I like his. I mean, I think we should change the elemental chart to the one that he recommended. I do believe. I think we should. But and my own thoughts about some of the stuff he was talking about as well. So a lot of the stuff he was saying deals with some of the stuff that I was thinking. So a lot of the stuff he was talking about seems to be what scientists are calling ether now. So the shit that we can't understand, we call it ether, or what's the other word? Some of them call it ether, some of them call it dark matter. Um, and so that's like the three-part knowledge. I keep saying things roll into threes. So you've got the stuff that you definitely understand, um, energy-wise or mass-wise, and then you've got the shit that you don't understand and may not be able to. Oh, we're almost out of time again. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear these tunes that it made for us?
Yeah, we got 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Go for it. You
Let me see
understand
if
what I'm
it'll.
saying, though, right? So I agree from the standpoint that Terrence I agree with his perspective. So from his perspective, I think some of the stuff that he says is going to make sense. I think he's on the right path, but I also think he probably suffers from quite a bit of that.
God complex?
No, what we were talking about earlier.
Dunning-Kruger?
Yes, Dunning-Kruger. I think he suffers from Dunning-Kruger like most of us do.
Wonder if this is going to transfer my audio. We'll just play
There's
it.
a setting for that. If you chose it, then yes.
Do you hearing this?
No.
Oh, damn. It is bizarre. How do I share my audio?
It was a setting in Zoom. Where did I see it? Where did I see it?
Surely it's under share screen.
It's not.
What the hell?
Select a speaker. I don't see it now. There was an option for it. Audio settings.
Yeah, here we go. Share computer sound under more.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, but I can't remember where I saw it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Dude got his pencil. Dude pop on his tobacco pipe, for he finds such things.
That's freaky
It's
shit.
preferential.
He ain't smart, but he makes art. Come across a bit.
What gets it, boy?
Cross to a star.
What's it on?
What the hell is this?
Do what the tail.
Do a blessed on.
Come across a bit. Bang your gospel super truth and young on ceremonies least in the pot shit battle and into the sun used. It's nobody news with
That is so trippy.
yes, that's
It's weird.
That is so weird.
About 3/4 of it, or 3/4 of the way through, that quarter at the 3/4 mark was pretty close to what I imagined. The rest of it was just really weird.
That was so weird.
Where'd all the jargon come from?
I don't know. It just filled in the blanks when it didn't have enough lyrics, I guess. Let's try the second one.
Got his pencil. Dude puff on his tobacco pipe, for he finds such things preferential. But he ain't smart, but he makes art. Gonna cuss a bit, gonna cook a lot, bang your girl, eat meat, seek the truth,
What?
and unceremoniously simplify shit. It's nobody news with Daxula.
That was almost usable.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was about to say that was almost good. Yeah.
The the byline at least,
Yeah,
or whatever it is.
The middle really dropped off, but other than that, it was really good.
The ending, the nobody news with Daxula. I thought it ate on that one. Ow, shit, my knee. My trick knee.
Well, I think that it was having a hard time.
And then it just keeps going. This is the same song. It's like a nightmare.
Nobody news with Daxula, loving mighty love.
Loving mighty love. What?
It was really weird.
Check this one.
What is actually an act of creation? What defines art? What is original? Show me something that isn't derivative, and I'll show you how unpopular it is.
That's what the first thing I think I made on this website. Did you drop?
No,
Okay.
we've got 3 minutes 15 seconds.
Fill it as you wish, sire.
What?
I said, fill it as you wish.
Well, I suppose I should recite my Rite. So,
Yes.
let me know if you want to do the Space Marine stream, political stream, whatever. Tomorrow I need to work on some art for Nobody News.
Nobody news.
So I have fasted. I have drunk from the cup. I have received from the box. Having done, I have put into the basket, and out of the basket into the chest. I am Daxula. This has been a Thunder Thieves stream. And DJ will catch you and our audience on the flip side.